It had been 10 years ago, but I still can't forget it. Not the water, not the noise, and certainly not the child who wore my face. When I was 15, my sister was only 3. We lived in a rented house where the pipes always moaned and the lights flickered, even when there was no storm outside. My parents were doctors. Night shifts were common. That left me and my baby sister alone in that house far more than we should have been. I still remember the smell of antiseptic and old wood in that house. The floorboards creaked as if whispering old secrets beneath our feet, and the mirrors always seemed a little too fogged, even when dry. My parents were both surgeons, reliable, rational people. So our lives had structure, order, until the bathroom began to unravel all that. My sister, tiny and soft-spoken, had a strange obsession. She loved to be in the bathroom, alone. We'd often find the door locked, water running, and her voice echoing from inside, cheerful and giggling.
"I'm playing with the babies. Don't disturb me,"
she would shout. We thought it was harmless at first, just a child's imagination. But what child locks the door from the inside at that age? What child turns on every faucet, lets the floor flood, and screams if you try to pull her out? Mom tried to dismiss it.
"She's just pretending."
Even our housemaid said the same.
"Let her be. She's got imaginary friends."
But something always felt off. My sister never named the babies. She never invited us to play. She only spoke to them when no one was around. Then came the day I can't forget. It was a Sunday. Our house help hadn't come that day. Mom had a surgery. Dad was out at a conference. I was reading a mystery novel in the drawing room. My sister played with her plush rabbit near the couch. And then, silence. Not the kind of silence that feels calm, the kind that presses against your ears like cotton stuffed too deep. I looked up. She was gone. I called her name once, twice. Nothing. I walked around the house, calling for her, but something inside me tightened when I reached the corridor near the bathroom. Water. I could hear it, like 100 tiny feet dancing in a shallow pool. Splashes, giggles, running taps. Not just one laugh, many. I froze. It sounded like a room full of toddlers, playing, jumping, laughing, but we had no other children in the house. I banged on the door. "Open up! It's not funny!" No answer. I banged harder. Then the latch clicked. The door creaked open on its own. And what I saw inside. My sister was floating, not standing, floating on the bathroom floor, which was now ankle deep in water. Her eyes were closed, her body limp like a leaf caught in the eddy of a pond. There was no one else. The laughter had vanished the moment I stepped in. I rushed in, pulled her out, and smacked her lightly on the cheek, desperate to wake her. She opened her eyes slowly and stared at me, cold and blank. I shouted at her, "What were you doing? Who were you playing with?" She blinked once, and then said it, calmly.
"I was playing with the babies. Why didn't you let me play?"
Then her expression changed. She screamed, a shrill, animalistic howl that didn't sound like her voice. Her little hands tried to claw at me. She bit at the air, her face contorted in a rage that no 3-year-old could possibly mimic. And just like that, it stopped. She slumped in my arms, breathing heavily. Exhausted. Innocent. I told my mom. She said children act out sometimes. Stress, fatigue, lack of attention. But I couldn't sleep that night. The sound of that laughter, that impossible chorus of little voices, replayed in my head over and over. 5 months passed. We moved on, or at least tried to. The bathroom stayed locked more often. My sister seemed normal. No more imaginary babies. No more tantrums. But some things don't fade. It was a cold December night, the kind where silence stretches like fog, and even the walls seem to shiver. I was in bed when I saw it. A figure, small, barefoot, drift across the hallway outside my room. I sat up, heart pounding. It looked just like my sister. Thinking she was sneaking off again, I tiptoed behind. She turned left toward the bathroom. I followed. But when I reached the door, the hallway was empty. I paused, confused. Then I heard it, the unmistakable sound of running water. The shower was on. I turned the handle slowly. The door wasn't locked. Inside, steam rolled across the ceiling like silent ghosts. No one was there. Just the running shower. I stepped in, arms crossed tight, my breath trembling. And then, from the corner of my eye, I saw it. A child, floating above the bathtub. Its feet hovered inches from the water. The hair matted, skin pale as paper, but the face. It was mine. Not similar, not approximate, exactly mine. It smiled, not like a child, but like something that had studied my smile and wore it like a mask. Its eyes didn't blink, didn't move, just watched me, waiting. My mouth opened to scream, but no sound came. I turned to run, pulled the door. It didn't budge. It wasn't locked. It was simply gone. Behind me, the giggles started again. Echoes of those same babies. Some laughed, some hissed. I didn't turn. I couldn't. I just closed my eyes, praying it would end. Then, everything tilted, like the floor fell sideways, a sharp pain in my head. I woke up in the hospital. My parents said they found me unconscious in the bathtub. No injuries. No signs of trauma. The water had overflowed into the hallway. The doctor said it was a fainting episode. Stress, maybe. Overexertion. But no one believed me when I said what I saw. And they never found any child. We moved out not long after. A new apartment. A new life. My sister doesn't remember a thing. She's 15 now, the age I was back then. She laughs when I bring it up. But I never enter a bathroom with running water alone anymore. And sometimes late at night, when everything is still, I hear them again. The babies, splashing, laughing, waiting.